Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Em and my books are everywhere. Today I'm going to be discussing the books that I plan on reading the first week of October or so. So I know a lot of people aren't doing TBRs anymore, they're doing piles of possibilities, and this is kind of what it is, but it really is my goal to read all of these by the end of the week. And there's a lot of them, but I think I could do it, and I'll go over the reasons why as I go through the books. So the first book that I have on my list here is Nancy Drew number 8, Nancy's Mysterious Letter by Carolyn Keene. And it takes me just 2 to 3 hours to read a book this size. It's not very long at all, so I'm sure that I can get this done this week. And this is to continue my goal of rereading the Nancy Drew books. I started earlier last year and then started picking up again. I think book number 5 or 6 was the one that I started with this year. And so this is number 8, and I hope to get a few more in before the end of the year. And in this book, Nancy receives a letter addressed to her, but it's not intended for her. It's intended for somebody else. And the mystery starts there. Next on my list is Beyond Ivy Walls by Rachel Fordham. This book just came out not that long ago, and I've been wanting to read it. I just had a lot of readathons that I was participating in September, and a lot of other reading plans that this just kept getting pushed back. In October, I'm trying to do any readathons that I participate in a little differently. So I really am hoping to get to this week. And this is reminiscent of Beauty and the Beast, as it says on the back cover. A recluse and a young woman discover that the scars of life are no match against an act of love. You've probably heard more about this book on a lot of other channels. As I said, it's been very popular this last month, and hopefully I can get it done this week. Next on my list is another short book, and this is from a pal of mine from my old hometown. This is called El Panzon and the Great Spelling Bee, and the author is Marciano Flores. And this is about a little boy growing up in his neighborhood with his friends and all of the adventures that they get into. And it really describes the neighborhood and his way of life. And it just brings back so many memories for me. And so I'm excited to read this book. And again, it's another short one. So I'm pretty sure that I can get this done this week. All right, this one is probably the next one I'm going to start. And this is In This Moment by Gabrielle Meyer. And this is book 2 in the Timeless series. And this is the story of Maggie. And she is a time crosser. So she is living more than one life. But when she turns 21, she has to pick one life to continue living and give up the other. So I read the first book just recently, completely adored it. And I am buddy reading this with my cousin. She's already ahead of me, so I need to start that this week and get caught up to her. And I am very excited because I'm still trying to stay on track to get through book 3 this month, or at least before book 4 releases in November, which I've already pre-ordered. Next, for one of my book clubs this month, we're reading a couple of middle grade books from way back. And the first one is going to be The Westing Game by Ellen Raskin. And this is a book that I've already read this year, but it was chosen for book club. So I will be reading it again, and I will enjoy it just as much as I have every other time that I've read it. And this is the story of Turtle Wexler and the people that live in an apartment building that's kind of across from an old mansion that has been abandoned, and all of a sudden there's lights in the old mansion. All this stuff happens. There's a will, there's a contest, a puzzle to solve, and an inheritance to win. So super excited to read this one again. And again, it's not very long, so I should be able to get this one read no problem this week. Another book that I'm trying to finish by the end of the week is Oh, one sec. Okay, I'm back. So it is Shadows of Self by Brandon Sanderson.
The discussion is coming up, so I need to finish it by Saturday. And this is
And this is for Tiffany at Beautiful Minutia's Missed Along. And the discussion is coming up, so I need to finish this before the discussion. Now, this is empty, and that is because this is such a nice cover. I didn't want to mess it up, but I also didn't want to get fingerprints on the actual book cover. When the book covers are darker like this, you can get fingerprints on them. And so I like a book cover. And I realized that the book covers that I already have, this book was too big to fit them, so I made one. And you might have seen it in my community tab. So I made a seasonal book cover to fit my bigger books, and it is adjustable. So if it's a skinnier book or a fatter book, the back will adjust to fit, and it has an attached bookmarker on there. For this one, I did a couple of different fabrics on the inside and the outside. These are some leftover fabrics that I had from some book covers that I made, and I'll be telling you about that in just a little bit. So Shadows of Self is the fifth book in the Mistborn series, and it's the second book of Era 2, and that follows, it's one of the Wax and Wayne books, and the main character so far is Waxilium, and he was a lawman in the Rough, and now he is back in the city of Elendil, and he has kind of inherited in the first book of the fourth era. He was the head of his family, and kind of had to take over the running of the estate and the whole family holdings. So this is the next book. I've only read the prologue and part of chapter 1, so the story hasn't gotten going too much, but I'm eager. I loved the Alloy of Law, which was book 1 in Era 2. I loved it. So I am looking forward to this one. And then the final book that I have lined up for this week, nope, I take that back. I have an ebook. I also want to start Laurel's Dream because the new Pepper Basham book in that series is coming out, and Pepper did read chapter 1 on her Instagram. It was fabulous, so I have to get caught up to that series so I can get to that new book. So Laurel's Dream is the first one in that series, and so I'll be trying to get that read, and if not this week, then I can push that one into next week. What I can't push into next week, and I need to at least start it this week, is this next book. So this is the book cover that I made for this book, and this is because I'm going to be hosting a read-along, knit-along, along with my friend on Instagram. She is Knit Vicious, and she approached me to do a knit-along, read-along in October of Chaos at the Lazy Bones Bookshop by Emmeline Duncan, and I said, of course, yes. So she got me some yarn to cast on and knit a pair of socks that are kind of fall Halloween themed, and then these are the books that we got, and then I made us some book covers for our books. So this is the fabric that I got for mine, has these cute little cats, pumpkins, and skulls, and for her I got the outside's the same, but the inside of hers has this bat print, and because she likes bats, and then again still has that Happy Halloween ribbon as a bookmarker. So I'm super excited about starting this book on October 1st, and I'm going to be doing that at 3 p.m. Eastern. If I can figure out all the technology, I'll be going live to cast on my socks and to kick off the read-along. So if you all want to join in either reading or knitting or both, or reading and doing some other fall craft, I would love for you to join me. And again, that's Tuesday, October 1st at 3 p.m. Pacific, and it'll be hopefully here live on this channel. and this is the last book that I have lined up for this week. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel with your likes and subscribes. My channel has grown some in these last few months that I have been doing this, and I am super excited. I have reached at least 100 subscribers. It's a little bit more by now, but I am super excited, and to celebrate that, I am hosting a very small giveaway. So if you are subscribed to my channel and you comment below, or you comment on my Instagram, which is also at M's Books Are Everywhere with no spaces, the first 10 people that comment and are subscribed to my channel, I'm gonna send you a little celebratory bookmark that I've made myself. You guys know I love to craft, and making bookmarks is a new thing that I started this summer. And I give credit to Fiona at Reads and Eats for inspiring me to start making bookmarks. So again, the first 10 people to comment on this video, and the first 10 people to comment on my Instagram that are subscribed to my channel here, I will send you a bookmark. You'll just need to message me your address on Instagram so that I can mail that out to you. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.